Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. This game came out back in 2010, was developed by LucasArts and released to the Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and Wii. The story of this game is that we once again play as Starkiller, but in this game there's a mystery behind his character, and that is if he's a clone or not. The beginning of this game starts out in Kamino, where Darth Vader says that he is one of many clones of himself. But later in the games, Coda says that he is not a clone because that is impossible. So throughout this game, Starkiller is constantly trying to find himself. In addition to this, he needs to save his old girlfriend Juno from the first game, and while this is all going on, he needs to help the rebellion stop Vader. With all of that going on, you'd expect this to have some spectacular story within it, but honestly, it's very flawed. The good parts behind this storyline are the way the characters present themselves, and the dialogue they do have is very interesting, and I really did like that. The way this game overall tells its story is good enough, but the issues arise when there's so many storylines that they try to do within this game, and frankly, there just isn't enough time because this game was only around 3 hours long, which really does suck, which leaves the only interesting point within the story to me personally was if Starkiller is a clone or not, because you never really do see that. Which means, overall, I felt like the story was fine, just not everything that the first game was. And then there's the gameplay, which I think this game did a pretty good job on compared to the story. When it comes to the overall way this game controls, it feels really smooth compared to the last game. In this game, he also uses 2 lightsabers besides 1. The skill tree has been improved by a little bit, and the enemy variety was really great in this game. One thing I do have a few complaints on was the boss fight. They didn't really feel too clean within this game. In addition to that, the QTEs in this game were a lot worse than the last game, and the overall areas you went to really was not that much when it comes to the variety like the last game. The last game had like 12 locations you went to. This one had like 4 major ones. The overall aesthetics of the game was really great, which means overall I think this game's around a 7 out of 10. I think it's fun to play gameplay wise, but it just has a really flawed story and doesn't really do a lot to improve the overall formula compared to the last one.